Okay, we're going to do the whole thing dynamically now. Let's start with the video that we downloaded from the internet, and this was in the previous video. So here's the project for it brought up, and the first thing we need to do is to create a new project, and so that's what I've done here. We want to have this project have the same settings as our original project, and so let's check the settings of our original project. It says that there are max px score is 4, max py score is 4, and patch size is 25, and so let's set the settings here to the same quantity, 4 and 4 and 25. Okay. Now we have actually, unbeknownst to you, we've actually increased the font size of all of the Netlogo, and so we'll do the same thing for our new project. To do that, we'll zoom in. Larger is this, and it will zoom in, and we'll zoom in with Control equals, which is the shortcut, until it's approximately the same size. Alright, now we want to copy over the procedures for setup and also for draw grid, and so we will copy that with Control C, and we'll paste it here with Control V, and there we go. And we can go back to the interface, create our setup button, and test it out. And there it does exactly the same thing as in the previous project. In this case, let's increase the size of the little red circles so that we can really see them change color. Instead of having them size 0.1, we'll have them size 0.2. Check that out, it's quite a bit larger. And now we will start with the code. Okay, we know that both of the procedures that we have to write will require our primary turtle to wiggle, and so we'll create a wiggle routine, which is just going forward by 1, right random 15, and left random 15. And now let's create our first procedure. To walk around, we'll ask our turtle 0 to wiggle, and then it wants to have at least exactly one of the other turtles on the same patch to turn green. So we're going to ask one of other turtles here to set color green, and we'll finish up. So let's go back to the interface, create a button that does our walk around. And we have forgotten to wait. We've also forgotten to set the forever checkbox. Let's remember to wait for a half second, and let's try it out. And there's our turtle moving through the patches, turning one of the other turtles, one of the other red turtles, green on each patch that it walks around. Okay? Alright, now let's try the other procedure, the more complicated one. For that we need a slider called % to paint, and it goes from 0 to 100, and we'll set its value to 50, and that's fine. We need a button that is paint %, and also it should be a forever button, just like the walk around. And let's create the code. 50%. We'll wiggle again. And now we'll ask turtle 0. Whoops, we should ask turtle 0 to wiggle. There we go. And now let's create a variable for the number n of other turtles to paint. So that's going to be controlled by %to paint divided by 100 times, and that's the fraction, times the count of other turtles here. So now we want to ask n of n, which we just calculated, other turtles here, to set their color to green. Let's try this. Oops, again, let's wait for a half second and let's try that. We'll set it up so everybody's beginning, and there we go. We're now painting 50% of the turtles to green. If we switch that to 100%, now it's painting all of the turtles in every patch. And if we switch that down to like 20%, well, let's set that up and let's go again. 20%, it's a small number of the others. We can move that up to 35%, and now it's painting more of them.